Good morning, class. So, I wanted to come check the temperature and the flow of things because, so it seems, we have a conflict of interest, if you will, that I just want to see, how everybody's doing. Like, how are y'all really doing? Like, what's really going on in your life? Are you feeling good? Is everything really going great? Or are you hiding how you truly feel? Are you able to really accept the facts of your reality right now? Are you on track? Have you really set the goal? Are you achieving any leeway? What's really going on? Like how is everybody feeling? I really want to know because it's not just about me. It's not, it's not just about uh, making sure that you make yourself good compared to, anybody else or anyone else. But I really feel like if you have a personal relationship with yourself right now, you're dealing with your conflict of interest, whether it be, is this intimacy or is this opposition? Are you fighting with your own self and blaming somebody else's choices, thoughts, and ideas about life or whatever they're doing? Or are you really, actually connecting with yourself? Are you really being intimate with yourself and understanding that, getting to know yourself and being okay with who you are, how you are, and the level that you own is perfectly fine? Because even though we know that, leveling up is, the ascension process, we also have to know that you can't level up unless you're able to, be okay with where you're at and see, that from here is where I need to move. Because you actually can't, advance to a point ahead of you as far as, saying into the future if you're not in the now. Like if you're not, focused on right now, like what's going on with me, right now. I really have, this feeling that, a lot of us are out here, worried about the other person. Like, man, what are they doing? What are they not doing? Is it benefiting me? So on and so forth. Like, what I'm saying? You're going through a lot of comparison, a lot of, fear, doubt, and disbelief when it comes to the self because you're staying too focused on judging what's going on over there or what this person is saying or doing. And you probably don't even really know these people, for one, and you can't actually, see the reason why they make the choices that they make from their perspective when you're not that person, when, you haven't walked that walk, you haven't put your foot in them shoes. So I really feel like it's very imminent for us to, kind of pay attention to ourselves and stay focused on, what do I need for me? Because it's very easy to get caught up in, giving too much power away just to protect your ego or, protect your image. You know what I'm saying? And what you're really going to end up doing if this is, opposition, is instead of protecting yourself, you're just going to make yourself look, a way that you don't want to look in the eyes of somebody else. For example, let me tell you, about me, because I can definitely speak from my own experiences. So, as far as life is concerned at this moment, I am, embarking on a new journey, all of my recordings if you know what I'm saying, you're watching my videos, are just the journal of a healer right now. I'm showing you, you know, my real life and how it really is without the, you know, without the Lamborghinis and the, you know, big wads of money in my hand, where I'm showing you what I want it to be like later. Because what's the point in me, you know what I'm saying, trying to sell that to you if I can't sell it to my own self? Like, we have to really understand that the reason why we want to do some of the things that we want to do is because of the feeling that we're not currently feeling, and we want to feel that feeling. You know, people want to get rich because they're poor and they want to know what it's like to be rich. So your conflict would be, how can I feel rich when I'm poor? You know what I'm saying? Or you kind of want to, you know, spend your money on expensive things that you can afford because you don't actually have the amount of money in your bank account to spend on it, because you want to impress somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's not even sometimes about impressing yourself, because you don't even really get impressed by your own dealings, your own workings, and the ways that you do things. Most of the time, the only way you're actually really impressed is when you see, you know, somebody else has it. This is the reason why a lot of people come online with, you know, with their businesses already intact. They've already, you know what I'm saying, made some money, and they got proof and they got results because they put in the work. It's not because they were trying to necessarily impress you during the ad and the commercial. However, what they know is you're going to be impressed by that. You're going to see what you don't have and say, I want that, which is normal. This is the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to want things. You're supposed to have desires. This is the way your gut feelings always align you, you know what I'm saying, with the energies and influences, you know what I'm saying, coming from the heavenly bodies. So if you are in alignment with your desires, you know what I'm saying, and you're in your head a lot about how you're going to obtain that, you're going to overthink it. Trust me, I know, because I sit back a lot of times and I be trying to overthink things. And it don't be because, just because I have a habit of overthinking. It be because trying to create the pleasure within my heart of what it would feel like to be able to enjoy having that luxury doesn't align with the thoughts in my head. When it comes to opportunity, you literally have to align yourself with the opportunity. Like, you literally have to step up to the plate and kind of actualize and realize that, okay, my head and my heart and my gut feelings must be on one accord with the goals that I set and the things that I want to achieve. And I'm going to tell you, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know, how spiritual you are, or how much you've done in the past that you can't even really speak for right now. The only thing that matters is, what actions are you taking now? What are your thoughts and beliefs about yourself and your abilities right now? Because that is where your power is. Whether that is intimacy or opposition within yourself, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be, you know, what kind of results you produce. It's going to be what kind of money that you actually have, and what kind of mindset you're using to get results. So, you know what I'm saying, to be honest and truthfully with you, I don't really want to come on and talk about the icing on the cake so much. I am the type of person who wants to have my cake and eat it too, but it's not about the icing on the cake. It's about going through the process. It's about embarking on the journey. It's about, you know, the self-development. And self-development is not a process that you can go through that's meant to be easy, which is the reason why I have, you know, a lot of conflict when it comes to Um, People who want fast money, people who want, to make money really fast because they're feeling the pressure of, these bills got to be paid. They're feeling the pressure of, having to go to work and clock into a 9 to 5 every day, and they get that same paycheck every week, and even though they believe in the service that they're providing, they know that this is never enough. They know it's not enough. Like, you always come to these situations, no matter how much you clock in and work and trade your time for money, that every time you save it up, you end up having to spend it. And, you know what I'm saying? In my team, our motto is, no money is any good unspent. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't be focused on saving money. In my team, what we try to do is we focus on ways that we can invest money, because money invested can produce more than money saved. Because money saved is a focus where you're thinking about lack. You're thinking about what you don't have, and you have to save up to get it. And this is a way to get money. It's a way to spend money. And sometimes I can understand where, you might be in a situation where you have to use that. And that's all well and good. But, you know what I'm saying, it's not the only way to get money. There's actually 4 different ways to get money. But one of them is not saving money. One of them is definitely not saving money. Saving money is about just being able to buy things. And I guarantee if you was able to, go through self-help, personal development, and, find a deeper sense of self-care for yourself and not be so focused on, other people and the opposition of the conflict of interest that you're indulging in constantly for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, and you're not able to accept the truth of your reality so that you can actually focus on the now moment where you can move forward and pull energy in to empower yourself and do whatever it is that you need to do. You're going to be out of alignment. Like, you know what I'm saying, your gut feelings are going to be, gripped on the desires and the things that you want, and your heart is going to be set on, what it's going to be like to have those things and enjoy them. But where it's not going to be is in alignment with the thoughts that are in your mind. Like, how am I going to do this? What do I got to do this? Like, when you get focused, when you really, align yourself, and your 3 brains are, functioning together, there are no fears that hold you back. There are no doubts that will, keep you from moving forward. And there are no disbeliefs that have any power, because you don't take the time to give power to those. What you do more is you think about, the solutions that you're focused on. You know what I'm saying? You move forward towards the goal and achieving and making progress and gaining momentum more than just, sit back and trying to keep the faith and hoping your hope isn't, just false, and things are going to pan out. Things are going to work out. Things are going to, be, because, God is going to do something, or you've been praying and you think you deserve it, but the truth is you only get what you deserve. And I guarantee if you don't have it now, it's because you don't feel like you deserve it. Meaning you're focused on more of the lack of not having it. And you can't get off of that. It's really hard to get off of what you want and get into having it, which is very understood. It's very understood. Because I'm going to tell you some of the things that I want so you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so one of the things that I want is I want for us to come together as a planet. Okay? I want for us to come together as a race. You know what I'm saying? But that's thinking too big for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that, you know what I'm saying, I can just think that into existence. If I sit back and think about that long enough, what I'm going to come up with is we can't even come together as a family. We can't even come together as, you know, a unit inside the home, much less outside the home. And I guarantee there's a lot of us out here, you know, in our bloodlines that our families are not pulled together. They're not, working together and coming together and not focusing on everybody's dispositions and their flaws and all the things that they do wrong, and they're just coming together and saying, "Hey, I'm going to help you fix it. Whatever you doing, we're going to do it together. Let's become a team. Let's form a real alliance within our bloodline." I guarantee if if we could figure out how to do that, we actually may expand into coming together as a race, coming together as a planet, so on and so forth. But this is not the way of the world right now. This is not the way of the world, and not because the world is stupid, or because the world just don't know enough spirituality, or doesn't understand enough how to make money as far as business. This is about every individual not embarking on their own journey when it comes to healing the self, empowering the self, developing that real personal relationship with yourself. I don't really, want to go deep into, what is or what isn't God, but you don't know anything about the universe if you don't know yourself. And I guarantee the only way you're going to be able to connect with other people is if you're able to connect with yourself. And I guarantee if you've made connections, if you've been in relationships before, some of you are, mothers, some of you are fathers, some of you are sisters, brothers, cousins, grandmas, grandpas, things of that nature. But I guarantee the level of depth that you are able to connect with anybody that you are in relationship with or ever been in relationship with is going to be the same measurement and level of depth that you've connected with your own self. I guarantee you'll never have a team of people that come together that are not, birds of a feather, meaning their vibrations don't match. You know what I'm saying? Because birds of a feather flock together. So when your vibrations don't match, you don't come together. So we're not vibrating on the same frequency as a planet. Okay? That's just how it is. So, you know what I'm saying? If you was really like, about that life and you want to really, make a change for yourself, that would be the reason why you would want to follow the rabbit. That would be the reason why you would actually subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch my videos, and check for the updates. Because you know that this is not about impressing nobody. This is not about, doing something so that the world can finally see you. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like too, because I was invisible for most of my life. And now it doesn't even matter no more. Like, it doesn't even matter how people see me or how people judge me. I don't, keep my knowledge or my wisdom, to myself. I'm not selfish like that anymore because I've been disconnected from everybody for a long time. And the reason why was because I was afraid that I was going to end up right where I ended up, disconnected, afraid, no friends, no family, no nothing, no support, no anything. And now, I'm about team building. And now that I'm about team building, everybody's afraid to be on the team. Everybody's afraid to embark on a new journey because of their own fears, doubts, and disbeliefs that have nothing to do with mine. Have nothing to do with mine. I got a lot of people out here, that stay, smiling in my face and hating hard behind my back. So everybody's got their own opinion about things, which is fine. You're supposed to have your opinion. What you're not supposed to do is take your opinion and try to use that for power for yourself. Because your opinions should not be your personal power. Because you're talking about using your judgment against somebody else by being able to say, well, that person is good, that person is bad, that person is right, that person is wrong, and that being power for you. Like, what can you really do with that power? Do you even know? Why are you even thinking like that? Like, why are you even feeling like that? Like, that's not very, constructive criticism. I'm one that, I would love for people to come and tell me, what they think about me. Like, if they're trying to help me, like, hey, I see what you're trying to do. Let me help you do that. Those are the kind of people I team build with. Those are the kind of people that I associate with. But it seems like there's so many more people that just, have these opinions and they're afraid to express how they really feel, or they express how they feel, with their friends and family that they consult with and mingle with on an everyday basis. And the conversations are about me. Like, okay, this is the kind of thing that I've had to endure my whole life, being an empath and kind of knowing when people were lying, knowing when people were, smiling in my face and hating behind my back, knowing when people were feeling bad and feeling sad, even though, when I asked them, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you all right? And they just, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. I know what those things mean. Come on, I've been doing this forever. So, what I'm saying? Now that, it's out there and people know and they still do it, it's kind of like, how are we still good like that? Like, what? What happened? How did your own personal thoughts and feelings become my enemy? So let's go deep into that, because this is very highly misunderstood. So I created a way to understand that makes sense. So what I do is I use the triangle. Some people call this the triangle from hell, but it's the villain, the victim, and the hero role. Okay? So sometimes you got to understand, if you're trying to play the hero, which I usually do, I'm always trying to, save everybody when I probably should be saving myself. But I'm always trying to save everybody and play the hero. And when I do that, automatically a villain shows up. Somebody comes around and say, oh, he's doing that wrong. You shouldn't listen to him. Don't trust him. He's no good. Or saying whatever their own personal opinions are. So they can play the villain and stop me from being the hero. Another thing that happens is, sometimes I end up playing the villain. Because, even though my intentions are good, I want, people to know the truth, express how they really truly feel and be honest. Sometimes I can be too honest. Sometimes I can be the kind of light that not only opens up the darkness within a person, but maybe it's so much light that even though they could see before, now they're kind of blinded by the brightness of the light. Now I'm making this, the the good of the bad, because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see it from that perspective right now, because this is what a lot of us are doing, not just me. A lot of us are doing this right now, where, what I'm saying, we mean well. You know, we have good intent, but we're not realizing that, what I'm saying, some of the people that we're trying to do something for, that have victimized themselves, can't tell the difference between the hero and the villain. So I end up, becoming the villain in somebody's story. And then, this person has victimized themselves for whatever reason. It could have been something I said, something I did, or something they did to themselves, whichever way they, kind of orchestrated it in their mind. You know what I'm saying? And then there's this hero effect, where somebody comes in and says, "Yeah, I agree with you. You're right. They're wrong." So on and so. And, thus trying to play the hero. From my perspective, I'm playing the villain from someone else's perspective. You see? So then, what I'm saying, the energy moves through this triangle like constantly. You're constantly choosing a role when you focus your energy into whatever you choose as far as moving forward, whatever you choose as far as your destiny. Okay, so, and for those of you that don't know, the specifics about playing the victim, I have a video on YouTube entitled "Victim Mentality is Self-Brutality." On my channel is Lit Vibes DMTV. But okay, so let's say right now you're playing the victim. Okay, you're in the situation. You know you need to win, but you ain't doing nothing but losing as far as the outlook and the outcome of the way things are going. You're looking at losing. Okay, and there's no way that at this point you're able to say, okay, well, sometimes when you lose, you really win. There's no way you can see this, because you just can't seem to accept the truth of your own reality. And you are heartfelt, set on, just hell-bent on placing the blame for your situation and your circumstances on somebody else. This is not my fault. I would never do this. And I guarantee you're going to stay off course. Not only when the hero comes, is the hero going to end up playing the villain to you? Because this is one of those moments where before you can, be saved, you have to kind of save yourself and open up to, some kind of love, trust, and oneness towards the hero. I guarantee when the hero shows up, if who you see is somebody that you don't trust, somebody that you don't love, and somebody that you haven't connected with, whether it's all three, 2 out of 3, or 1 out of 3, if there's any of that there, you're not going to see the hero. You're not going to see the knight in shining armor. What you're going to see is somebody who you feel like is destroying your image that you created for yourself. You're going to see somebody who is making you look bad. And I guarantee if that's how you're feeling right now, You victimize your own self in your own story, in your own movie. And that's not where you should be at right now. That's not where you should be at right now. Okay? So if you want to embark on this journey with me, because, you know what I'm saying, I have no problem being honest. You know what I'm saying? I care about everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be good. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to feel good. And I want everybody to achieve their goals. And we can do this together. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, just about me. Because, you know, what I can do for you as a team, you're going to come together, you know, with me and team up with me and bring your skills. You're going to bring, you know, your talent. You're going to bring your money to the table. You know, this is not something that you can actually do when you work in a 9 to 5 and you say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Even in a supervisor position or a manager position, you have this upline who is, you know, already got the rules and regulations set up. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. And if you're the kind of person who's like, well, I don't really want to work really hard to bring the team together. I don't want to really work really hard to try to get people to work together. I'm just going to, you know, you do your job and I do mine. I'm going to make my money. And if you want to work, if you don't want to work, it doesn't matter to me. Because I guarantee if you're that kind of person, you should be joining this opportunity, because this opportunity fixes that within your mind. It fixes that within your heart and changes your desires from ill intent towards others to loving, caring. We teach you how to facilitate loving and caring for the self so that you can be loving and caring towards others, because you cannot manage somebody or supervise somebody that feels like you don't care about them. You can't get people to do things for you if they feel like you are the enemy. If they feel like every time you step in the room, you are the villain, not the hero. They feel like you ain't got them. You know what I'm saying? They can't depend on you. There's no, you know, no personal connection with you and them. There's no feeling the love. You know what I'm saying? We don't have trust, which is probably the most important on any job. You can't expect people to just listen to you, follow you, and do what you say. So before I even go super hard on the invite to join my team, because not only do we help each other as far as self-development, well, we make money together. The team makes money together. There's no one person making money and everybody else is struggling to figure it out. We make money together as a team. If you're trying to be on that kind of team, you should join me. But this is what I'm trying to put out there right now. This is what I'm trying to put out there right now, because there's a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, there's a lot of judgment, and it's going to be really hard for you to know what's going on when you don't even know me that well. Like, we ain't never had enough conversations for you to have enough information for you to figure out everything without actually talking to me. So this is what I'm trying to put out there right now, because I want to earn the trust of each and every individual watching this video. I want you to know that I love you and I care for you and I am here for you. I want you to know that whatever it takes for us to connect on a deeper level, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Because this is opportunity. Okay? I want to, you know, have that intimate connection with you. I'm not talking about, like, you know, having romantic connections with a lot of women or a lot of females, because I do, you know what I'm saying, usually have more women on my team than men, but that's not saying anything about me. It says something about my vibrational frequency, but it's not saying anything about me, because the birds of a feather flock together. So this is the part I need you to really, like, understand. Like, what I'm saying is, in order for me to have a deep, intimate connection, you know what I'm saying, in order for us to establish that and us have, platonic love, we gotta get to know each other. And we're not gonna get to know each other if you stay over there and you're like, oh, online business doesn't work. It's just a scam. Like, I would never invite a person to a scam. I wouldn't embark on joining a scam team my own self. I'm more of the person who will come on live and be like, hey, scam alert. Don't go into that. Don't trust that. You shouldn't try that. But I guarantee that any online business that is being promoted out there right now, not saying, each specific individual promoting is the same, but any online business, the actual what the business is and what it does to add value and serve people, any of them out there are legit. The only thing that you have to do is figure out, is that for you? Meaning, can you learn what it takes and turn that into substantial income for yourself? Meaning, don't go for it because you want it to be fast dollars, because that's what it sounds like they're saying in the advertisement. Because the advertisement is made up of the things that, catch your eye. Just like social media is meant to be. Some of y'all are on social media and don't even know what social media is for. So, you know what I'm saying? There are no scams. There's only jobs that you don't know how to do. Businesses that you don't know how to make work. But I guarantee if you join my team, you're going to learn. Because we're going to make sure that you have everything that you need to flourish and become the person that you set the goal to become. Meaning, just because you join my team doesn't make it automatic. You actually have to set a goal. You actually have to have a plan. You know what I'm saying? You can't just plot on the money like an advertisement. You actually have to want more for yourself. You actually have to believe that you deserve the opportunity that I'm offering. So I'm letting you know right now, I care about you. I want to connect with you. And I trust you to become a part of my team and make something of yourself. Become the person that you are born to be. Become the person that you are meant to be. Simply because this is, your purpose in life. I will help you find your passion here. I will help you figure out how to follow your bliss. Because it's all about feeling good. Feel good now. Feel good now. Feel good now. Okay? So, love, peace, and happiness to everyone out there. I just wanted to share some of the thoughts and feelings that I had on some of the blind spots and dominant shadows out there lurking and, causing the confusion and chaos. But on that note, you know what's up, energy. Follow the magic rabbit. Fuego Conejo. We into building and making billions. This was Lit Vibes, and I am the Shaman King. So spirits, share this video. Comment below if you really want to get on the team and become a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire. Just hit my DM or drop a comment below or drop your emojis below, and I will get with you. So spirits, take care of your bodies, and bodies, take care of your spirits, and just be the light that you are. Namaste.